I'm back in here. Oh, my bad, y'all. I had to run an errand. You probably see this later. Get settled. Oh. All right. All right. Nobody's here, but I'm gonna go over the stats. Just to give you guys a brief overview. Not much. Probably would have took me like another extra 15 to 20 minutes to do. Um, let me just do a test. I know I'm live. I saved this. Stream for 2 minutes now. All right.
And Ansa is in his final year. I looked, Ansa's still not resigned yet, so that's like a big, red flag. Like one of your best players, and you can't retain him just yet. So you're probably gonna have to tag him. And who knows how much money he's gonna have to tag him for because he's paid Stafford so much money already. I believe Stafford's contract like 115 million over like 6 or 7 years or whatever. It's huge.
Am I live now? That's what I need to see.
And Ansa.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I said I'm streaming, but I don't see no stream. All right. So, break. Nick just finished giving me a few minutes ago the his top 15. We discussed pretty much going over all 32 teams. Ford said he'd be interested to see where we mocked his teams at, not just his team, but all the other teams that are in the upper echelon of the win column. And so Nick agreed to do it. what we will probably wind up doing is doing the bottom half, maybe like from 16 to 32 this Wednesday, since we'll be advanced 2 weeks, and then Saturday we'll do the 1 through 16. I mean, it's a holiday weekend. The Russian rocket, absolutely. So the holiday weekend will probably cover all 32 teams. That'll be interesting to see what Nick comes up with. I believe some of the picks will stay the same, but anything can happen. Once the offseason hits, guys make deals and stuff moves around. But that's always fun to see. I always enjoy mock drafts, even especially real life mock drafts. I like looking at that kind of stuff. I don't follow a lot of college sports, basketball nor football. I pay attention to it, but I'm not like into it. And so mocks are still fun. I think it gives you a brief overview of who may be coming to your team, and then at that point, if you feel like the person mocking is reputable enough, you'll go follow that player, see what he does or whatever. You can't do that here per se, but if you're kind of undecided about where you wanted to go with your draft picks, Nick has done a great job of kind of like steering you guys in that direction. Everybody has an idea what they want, but we all scout. Nick, I'm sure Nick has seen some things that he can't really reveal because obviously he's drafting as well. But I think for the most part, he's definitely in the right place without question. And he did a great job. He identified like two or three positions teams need. That's really what you really do when you're in off season. You try to decide for what you need the most out of from certain positions. So I'm gonna hop into the stats, and that'll probably be it for the night. I'm gonna go out later. I'm gonna hang out with my buddies and my lady, and that's pretty much it. Like once again, I thank you guys for watching this stuff. There's really nobody. I guess at this point, free agency. We'll take a look at these practice squad players. There isn't much left per se, but there are some nice guys. I think this is for me personally. I like the practice squad. I've always liked. Obviously, you guys know that I'm a sniper. But there are some guys out here who are definitely serviceable if you needed to see if a player was right for you, more or less. Here's Alex Collins, a running back. I don't really need a running back, but this is nice. Except for he has never covered ball, which is terrible. I don't think I've seen a single player like that. This carrying must be low. 75, right running. Not my kind of back. This is a nice back though. This is a very nice back. 91, 89. This is, I believe, like this high 80s acceleration is probably a very good place to have a running back. This is definitely not a bad back. Could use some work in carrying, but juke moves outstanding. 72 strength. He's clutch. I'm not sure how running back is clutch, but that'd be nice to see if you could actually produce a clutch situation with your running back, or any position per se. But I mean, the quarterback is the quarterback. You expect defensive players to make plays, but if a running back is clutch, what does that mean? Well, yeah. Oh, we'll get to that next week. I think next Wednesday, Nick will have 32 to 16 or 16 to 32, and we'll address it. And we'll address it in the sense I think Nick is on the right path. We'll address it to according what your team needs, and not necessarily how your play style or how his scouting points are looking. Just on a I guess the eye test sort of way of picking. But this is not a bad back. Like I said, this might be a back that Mike likes. Here he goes. He's got decent speed, 91, nothing to, but he's got 89 acceleration, so he's not overly fast. What up? So this is a decent back. He's not overly fast with 89 acceleration. He has good speed. The carrying could use some work, but it's 77. 1 or 2 touchdowns should have that, no problem. Juke move is nice, shifty, and agility. So when you cutting through the lanes, good elusiveness. I haven't seen too many backs with good elusiveness this year. The trucking is low. Ball carry vision already at 81. So, and the stamina is 85 is not bad in terms of stamina, but this is a decent back who's on the practice squad. McIntyre, probably a tad too slow. I guess the trucking isn't bad. 87, that's very nice actually, to be honest with you. 80, 87, 88. Not too many teams do a two-back system. I particularly don't. Uh, but I mean, 80. If this is even like an 87 speed back with like 87 acceleration, I think more guys would consider him. But he's huge, 5'11", 237. Discipline, fight for yards. So yeah, this is, look at that pass block. That's actually not really bad. Pass block is at 69. Don't really see that for running backs. This should just definitely be a guy max protect kind of running back. After you max protect a few times, you send him out into the flats. The catching is not desirable really, but 87 jump. But this is not bad. Joe Sherbert. Sherbert. I have him in another league. He's on my practice squad as well. Just not my kind of. He's, I guess, what you call a tweener for me. Would probably fit very well in a 4-3 as an end, but in terms of a 3-4 outside linebacker, it doesn't do enough things. The zone coverage is actually really good. That's a fullback. It could be a fullback. There's another guy that I like that I snipe, but I don't really use. He's a decent player. I guess the undisciplined is probably why I don't even bother using him. But he's got really good numbers. Stamina is really nice, actually. That tackle speed and acceleration is very nice. Very attractive to me. I mean, the offensive linemen are weird this year. Like I said, even in the NFL in real life, these offensive linemen aren't as strong as they used to be, but they're definitely much, much faster. 70, 74 acceleration. That's not the norm, I guess, per se. I guess it is now. But these guys aren't as strong. 80 and 80. And a punter. So these aren't my top sniping positions, but maybe somebody you just pick up during now, and then during the off season you kind of decided whether you want to keep him or not. That's not a bad starting point. Discipline is always a good thing to have for offensive linemen. Here's a nice safety. I don't know what the Lions needs on safety, but this is a definitely guy who can cover, man. At free safety, what is he? Is he a free safety or a strong safety? I know he's a safety. Oh, strong safety. 92 and 89. Needs zone coverage 75, 72 tackle, 91 jump, 66 press. I mean, like, this is a nice guy to match up with the tight end. He needs work. Pursuit is not that bad, but this is the very 74 strength. It's hard to match up with the safeties because the tight ends, because they're so big. At 5'11", 209, I may feel like he may be a little bit undersized, but it's Madden, and he's got 92 acceleration, 89 speed. Another good safety looking at right here. I think I'll stop at the 69s. This guy's all right too. Undisciplined. It's kind of hard playing undisciplined young guys. Matt Tuerk. All greens, but not green enough. I think Madden should make 80s a green, and I think 90s another color. I think they can definitely do that. I think 79 isn't high enough for to look at me kind of thing. Nick Reese, free safety. If you know what, to be honest with you, the Ravens. I don't know if they're playing on younger safety, but I know they have one young one back there. The Ravens should definitely take a good look at safeties in practice squads. This is not a bad guy either. 93 stamina. Hit power 86. 83 speed. Not the fastest free safety. He doesn't have the range. But man coverage is good. Zone coverage, the 2 clicks to beat fine. But that hit power and the agility and that jumping, along with the catch and the press, would be a very, very nice project safety for someone. If I'm the Ravens should definitely consider signing this guy off his practice squad. Because he needs youth help. And I think we discussed that in the mock, that he had some older DBs back there, safety included. But he definitely be doing be picking a corner, as Nick said. Like I said, O lineman is kind of weird. You never really find. Well, yeah, they make a good linebacker, but you can't play him. You can't make that position change. Um, he would probably fit in a 4-3. You would. I mean, in a 34, he'd never work. Just you're just not big enough, not strong enough. No block shed. Um, this isn't a bad DT, right? I don't. 320 is huge actually. He's a rookie. He's 21, which is another thing I look at practice squad players. How young is he? Because Madden makes it so difficult this year to upgrade players as they get older. I tend to look at practice squad players if they're 21, 22. I think around like 23 is when I don't really consider a rookie. Because then you get to 24 and 25, and then you play him 2 or 3 seasons. He's 20. He's already 27. And you're like, yeah, I can't upgrade him that much anymore. So this is a probably nice guy to have if you want to put the time in. Nose tackle, perhaps if his block shed numbers higher, maybe I consider him as a 3-4 nose tackle. But the strength is just okay for me in terms of as a DT, maybe really well as a DN in a 3-4 system. But and this is what you kind of look at when I look at players like this that you don't really need, but kind of just considering. I mean, he's a defensive tackle with big hitter. I mean, how many times do you get to the quarterback and it's just a sack? This is a game changer. You know, you get this guy, and that's why not this guy in particular, but you get a guy like this who's got like a trait where you don't have to pay for, as the Vikings will say, I don't have to spend any XP on this guy because he already has these traits. So you kind of look at that way. I mean, big hitter from the DT spot. I mean, it's and you know you're gonna get fumbles. I mean, what's his tackling? 70. I think I saw it. 82 tackle. So 82 tackle, and the pursuit is 81. You know, so block shed tackle pursuit. You know, I mean, it's not like I said. The block shed isn't the most desirable, but it's up there. Roman Weathers, another guy that's kind of like that. The guy that the Ravens have. Disciplined, conservative is not. I'm not really a big fan of conservative DBs or safeties, but look at him. 72 zone, 70 man. That's a great start, especially for a strong safety. You know, just manning up over that tight end. 66 press, 89 jump, 68 catch, and I think he has a size too, 6 foot 223. So he's not on the small end. And what is it? What are we up to right now? I don't want to go too far down in this thing. All right, it's the last guy, 69 overall. Yeah, see, like I said, once again, not bad numbers, but not great. Especially given how much some of these guys, DTs and DNs and outside linebackers, block shedding is. If these numbers aren't good, he's roadkill. So I'm gonna move on to the stats. I had some notes in front of me, so I can move this along and not get caught up too much in going on tangents. Blake Bortles. So Bortles is balling. I guess when I looked at the numbers this afternoon before I got on, Lynch was ahead. But like I said to you guys in the previous show, that he's just reached double digits through his 10th 11th pick versus the Raiders. Lynch is on pace to be the MVP. We spoke about it. Good players are good in Madden this year, and quarterback is a huge position where you want a really good player. Paxton Lynch may be them Giants though. Paxton Lynch is 82 overall. I would venture to say Paxton Lynch he's going to be 90s. He's going to be either high 89, high 88, or 90 by the beginning of next season if he gets the MVP. So those are passing yards. So touchdowns, 33. Russell Wilson, we've got a new owner. Russell Wilson doesn't play the same way Hubie did. Rest in peace, Hubie. He's a great dude. I liked him in the league. So rest in peace, Hubie. Russell Wilson had leading for MVP. I believe the passer rating was at 70. Dakota will come in here and do what he wants to do. Russell's still good, but I don't think Russell's gonna last as MVP candidate. Colin could supplant Lynch. It just depends on his next couple of games. I think if his passing yards hover above, and he can get some distance and touchdowns, Colin will definitely get it. And a very good Colin could be a problem for the NFC just in general, because Borders balling with Colin at 11-2, complete wraparound from last year. I think the reason why Hokies consistently coach of the year is because I think the teams overall is just not as good. The Browns I'm talking about is not as good, and so I guess Madden takes into consideration the team's record and the team's overall. I'm not saying that the Niners have a good overall, but I think the Browns may be lower in that sense. So we've only got a couple quarterbacks with 30 touchdowns right now. We're in the middle of week 14. Eli with some good numbers too. I'm surprised Eli has 11 picks. Eli can definitely step into this conversation with MVP. He's not that far off the pace. I mean, he's 2 touchdowns back behind Lynch and Kaepernick. He just finished playing his game earlier today. 11 picks, still very, very nice. But that passer rating, look at this: 120, 108, 103. Not Hokey. Nick brought this up. Ravens draft the running back. He has 1,000 yards. The only rookie, I believe, with 1,000 yards rushing. We'll talk about another running back who supplanted him for rookie of the year in the AFC. But Flacco, 28 touchdowns, 17 picks, much improved. I believe he had like 40 picks last year and the same amount of touchdowns. And Nick is right. It's amazing what the running back can do. It kind of just opens up your whole game. Guys to come down and do what I do, play 8, 9, 10 in the box, and then it leaves you one-on-one with Brashard Perriman, and just to light you up. Whiting could be AFC Rookie of the Year. Probably won't get it. I think I take that back. He will get it. He's a quarterback throwing the ball. He's gonna probably have 35 touchdowns by the end of the year. I think he can throw for 7 more touchdowns to get to 35 or 34, whatever, and he'll have himself a good season. RG3 doesn't have enough yards. Just Duke Johnson. He's got a well-balanced offense, the Browns. And so this is why RG3 numbers aren't higher. RG3 might have been hurt. I don't think so. But, he's not asking him to do too much. Because I play with RG in another league. And he can just throw the ball wherever you want sometimes. And that's kind of annoying. So those are your touchdowns. We'll look at the interceptions. We'll just breeze on through. Also, Bortles. This is why Bortles won't make MVP, because of his touchdown and interception ratio. But he's balling 300 yards a game. I think the only one up there close to that. 270 for Colin. Whiting at 276. Carson Wentz with 189. Eagles have to get this offense unhinged. I'm not sure what playbook he's using, but Carson's a really good quarterback. I think he needs to let it loose. Roethlisberger, Mariota, Petty. I'm up there. Wow. I threw 6 in the last game versus the Panthers. I was trying to keep that number down, but it's not going to happen. I've only got 18 touchdowns. I'm surprised. I think last year I had like almost 30. But when you're out there rolling out 66, 68 overall wide receiver, this is what you get sometimes, But it's all right. Learning process. So we'll head over to the rushing yards. I looked at this earlier. This number has gone up, I believe. Something's changed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, still. We still have 6 running backs with 1,000 yards. The Broncos already played earlier, so C.J. Anderson won't be getting 1,000 yards this week. But obviously he's only a couple of yards away, so he'll make it. The thing that stands out to me the most about the stats right here is that Zeke Elliott's the only running back without double-digit touchdowns. I mean, he's got a lot of carries. I mean, you got to reward this man when he to get into the end zone. This number could be way higher. Um, but Hyde is catching up. He had a few big runs, I believe, versus the Rams, or just one big one, I guess. And he shot up in terms of yards per game, um, in yards per game. Well, not yards per game, but just yards in general. I don't remember the list being this close last week. Uh, so, but it looks like from here, it looks like Bolger will get Rookie of the Year. But but I know that the rookie running back in the Buffalo has supplanted Bolger as AFC Rookie of the Year. I couldn't really see why initially, but it's Cloud. I don't know his first name. He only had like 651 yards and eight touchdowns, and you're saying to yourself, why is Madden giving this guy with 8 touchdowns AFC Rookie of the Year? The reason why is that he's probably caught just as many passes. He's got 479 yards and 6 TDs and 31 receptions, and he's got 8 touchdowns and 651 yards in receiving in rushing. So he's I guess because Margarito, whatever Higgins or whatever Huggins went down, he supplanted that with throwing to his running back, and it's been working out. He's got 12 touchdowns as a rookie. Bolger has 15, but I think the diversity may beat out Bolger. But I think Bolger should get it. He's got 15 touchdowns. Does he lead the league in touchdowns? It looks like it. He does. He just passed Delmas. I feel like he just got these touchdowns. I don't remember seeing him having 15 earlier. We'll definitely take a look. Or I'll just ask Puba later what his score was in his last game. Duke Johnson with 1,010 touchdowns. So we're looking literally. I think my running back will probably not make the AFC game because so many AFC guys are in here. Bolger, Johnson, Gordon, and then my guy. I think they can only take 3 backs. But it'd be wonderful if I can get my running back in there somehow or another. But maybe I can beat out Gordon. We'll see. Maybe. Depends on my next game, I guess. Let me take a look. Where's Miller? How long has Miller been hurt? Gatson is another guy. He's gonna be NFC Rookie of the Year. Not Rookie of the Year, but I kept asking myself, who's Gatson? But Gatson's not bad. Like, we went over it. 814 yards, 6 touchdowns, and he's got 93 stamina. So you can run this guy all night, all day. Todd Gurley. Lamar Miller. Okay. I mean 83 yards a carry if he was healthy would definitely give him enough for 1,000 yards. And if you guys don't know, 66 yards a game gives you 1,000 yards. Just so you guys know. 66 yards a game gives you 1,000 yards. That's my math. All right? So if you just try to get your best player 66 yards a game, he'll be in that discussion. So receiving. This is probably one of my most interesting stats. I think the receiving yards are just not wild, but everybody gets pass happy, myself included. But I'm really surprised is that Inman has so many yards. I told Shy earlier he's got 70. That's a long time. Inman has like Tony Gonzalez, Gates numbers, Kelsey numbers. Like, this is a. And then at first, when I first looked at it, I was saying to myself, well, he's using his tight end, but he's not using anyone else. I'm wrong. Hopkins is right there below him in reception. So this is the tandem down in Houston that's getting Shy these wins. I believe he's 7-5. But it looks like a nice pickup with the rookie and a nice pickup with the rookie quarterback. So I guess he put 2 and 2 together. I know I spoke about it on Wednesday. If you got a rookie, you want a nice running back so you can run the ball and not make mistakes. Same thing applies here. You got a nice, what they call, obviously the safety valve is this tight end, and his numbers are good. I don't know how good they are. Look at 85 catch, 84 catching traffic, nice route running. That's going to be really hard to stop. Like, not too many safeties have that man coverage. And a superstar dev, he hit this out the park in terms of offense. I thought he took him too high, but when you're talking superstar dev, there's no such thing as too high. Um, this guy's probably getting like 1,000 yards, a thousand XP a game, 730. He got it last game, 280. Look at this, 2,800. And like, what are you gonna do when a guy gets 2,800 SP in a week? 1,000, 856, 622. That's not bad. 750. So he's getting a lot of XP. Confidence is up. Um, and Demaryius Thomas. So these guys, 70 yards. I have the only receiver with 80. Um, he's played already. I don't know if these two have played already. I don't know yet. So I lead the league in receptions. Hopefully this guy can be a Pro Bowler. That'll help me out significantly in terms of getting a wideout to be a number one. He's my number one right now, but he's 67 or 68 overall. Doesn't lead the league in yards. He's 100 behind Demaryius. He continues to ball with Demaryius, and nobody's catching Demaryius in terms of touchdowns. This is going to be the AFC wide receiver of the year, and Torrey Smith is going to NFC, and Torrey just blew up. But look at my numbers: 82 catches for 1,500 yards, and Torrey has 53 catches for 1,300 yards. So another 30 catches, I'm sure he could get 200 yards. So I feel like maybe Colin and Torrey hooked up late in the season, and now it's just starting to balloon for him. But these numbers could be way better if him and Torrey had played ball earlier together. Julio's definitely Julio. Another guy, big yard production. Look at this, guys. 53 catches, 57 catches, 60 catches, 53 catches. These are big play guys, right? These are guys where I need a first down, it's third and long, and I need a first down. This is where you're going to. Perriman, Jones, Torrey, not Kevin White. Kevin White, I guess so. Kevin White, Allen Robinson, Ashlon, Jeffrey. But look at this. Just to and put this in perspective, 47 catches for 1,100 yards. I have 80 catches for 1,500. Literally, if it was 40 and 40, this guy would have 2,000 yards receiving already. It's unbelievable. I had a nice stat here too. I believe Inman, Eifert, and Brzezinski probably the only tight ends to reach 1,000. No, I'll take that back. Rob will get to 1,000. But as of right now, these are your guys getting to 1,000. Oh, there's my nice stat right here. Odell Beckham Jr. I got a good stat for you for Odell Beckham. As soon as I find him. Where is he at? Where's he hiding? Odell Beckham doesn't have 1,000 yards yet, and he just got 10 touchdowns. Because as I wrote this down, he only had 8. I think he only had 8. Yep. So when I recorded the stats earlier, he was at 65.4 yards per game, and he was in danger of not making 1,000 yards. But it looks like he'll make it. Philly Brown, Sammy Watkins. So though we have the receiving leaders. Let me see if anything else. And we got that. Yeah, so like I said, Texans with Inman, 1,160, 6 touchdowns, 76 receptions. I said to myself, unfortunately, this night you can't give yourself 2 AFC Rookie of the Year awards, because if it was like a combo award, it'll definitely go to the Texans rookie quarterback and tight end. So yeah, I talked about Flacco. Um. Oh, so yeah, not to, I've said no. I don't remember if he was. I'll just take a hop back real quick. Whiting, his numbers are improved. He wasn't ranked this high last week. I just made a mental note and I skipped over it. But he wasn't ranked that high last week. But the Texans are making a conscious effort to play better with his quarterback. We're going to defense. I always skip blocking because I don't really understand it. Tackle for losses is Ansa always. Oh, he just passed him. Ezekiel Ansa 18. And Dominican with 18. Joey Bosa sacked me a lot that one game. He's pretty good. Sheared, Mosley. Defense is not bad. Let's go with sacks. Like I said, Cameron's the only one with double digits. Um, which is like a telltale. Like, not that he's getting pressure with them. I'm not sure how, but he's doing it. Lawrence and DJ. Averill, who I believe is available right now. Um, so 9 sacks. But like I mentioned last week, the sack numbers are down just in terms of like who has double digit sacks. And like I said, last year this time, O had both Pierre Paul and Vernon, I believe, with 16 and 17 sacks respectively. Either to end the season or somewhere like that. Uh, don't have any real rookie sack leaders except for my corner. Nickel blitzing, um, and Nick Norton. So these may be. I don't think Nick will get Defensive Player of the Year in the. No, he's not because it's probably going to Chekwa, the Niners corner. That's definitely a lock. That might be a lock. And let's go in terms of picks. I believe 10 picks. Okay, these were all nines earlier. Um, but I think I said this last week. I was a little surprised that corners were leading the league with picks. But I'm definitely not surprised now that it's middle linebackers. It's just one of those things in this Madden. Middle linebackers tend to just not really get the picks. Most of these are just users, guys who are just baiting guys into looking off one route and looking at another one, and then these guys jumping onto that second or third route. It's really hard to play somebody who's a really good user with the middle linebacker. Even harder if the guy is really good with the free safety. Only because the free safety tend to be a lot faster and can cover the field, obviously a lot quicker than the linebackers. But this, I believe, said this is a snipe guy right here. And look at this guy. Just outstanding at this point. This guy's a legit player right now. And his awareness is still low, but when you're using somebody, the awareness, it doesn't even matter. 90 stamina, 59 catch. The strength is good. I'm sure Odin touched the strength. Because that's just so hard to increase. But all the other stuff, strip ball, swim move, big hitter. I'm sure he gave him some of this stuff. But that's just nice. That's just really nice. Demario Davis, definitely another one. Decent, 85 strength. And then Trey Boston caught 2 picks last night against me and Navarro Bowman. When I first looked yesterday, it was 3 linebackers leading the league in interceptions, and I guess Madden just decided to throw this in here anyway they wanted to. Trufant with 8, Checo with 8. Like I said, he's probably got that. Oh shit! Wow. Lions. Ooh, Lions are up on the Cowboys, 17-16. Like I said, man, it's gonna be wow. Okay. Lions like they may get their first win of the game, first win of the year. Okay, so what else do I have? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't have much left on the show, but besides going over the stats, I ran through the practice squad for you guys right quick. It's always interesting to see. Like I said, if you guys are looking for a player to add, we'll go over the awards. A player to add, you might want to go there first. You'd be surprised who's there. Bradbury, 3 picks. That was from me. Oh, look at this, Shazier with a thing. Look at this. I just talked about Cloud and Torrey Smith. 6 for one reception for 136. He's doing all right with them. Ryan Tannehill. I don't think the yeah. Look at this. So coach come in. He's gotten these two guys, the defense and NFC player of the week. That gives you XP as well, guys. I don't know if you guys noticed, but having those guys will help a lot. So let's go look at these awards, yearly awards. Cowboys are up 24-17. We'll see what happens. So they got MVP Russell Wilson, but Paxton has dropped down. I told you, like I felt it. See, Eli is definitely in the running for this right now. I'm not sure why he's over Lynch. He's not that far back in terms of yards and touchdowns, but maybe something else. I'm not sure what it is right now. Madden is weird that way. So, and all quarterbacks, of course, it's just one of those things. They got the ball in their hands all the time. Oh, Boss and Ford leapfrogging over Hokie in terms of Snowflake. In terms of being head coach of the year. I think Eli will supplant Russell Wilson by week 17. I think O is in the groove and it's gonna be hard for us to stop it. Or you guys rather. I don't have to deal with O. Navarro Bowman, Tavius Brown. I think the picks really put them up there, but I'm not sure if Brown has a sacks that Bowman has, and if he doesn't, then he probably won't get it. Gadsden, this could stay here, but if Mike figures out how to run in the next 4 weeks, I can see Waller taking this position over pretty soon. We already know who this is. No need to continue. I got Eli taking that spot over soon too. Carlos Hyde, Zeke Elliott. Carlos Hyde is blowing up the last couple of weeks. Zeke can hold on if he can get him some double-digit touchdowns. I think that's what's holding him back right now. But they're about even in yards. Look at AP up there holding on. Best wideout, Torrey Smith, without question. He's been bowling with Torrey. So, best O-line, 3 Cowboys, all Pro Bowlers. Oh, Pierre Paul, I'm surprised. His numbers aren't that great. I have to see something else. It got to be maybe like a forced fumble. Maybe he's got a pick in there somewhere. Because he's got 11.5 sacks. And I don't think Pierre Paul is close. I'll go look at Pierre Paul individually in a second. Best linebacker, Bowman, Brown. He's got 3 up there. I mean, he's got 2, the Niners. Best corner. Oh, Checkwell. I think Checkwell's going to supplant Boston. Boston caught 2 against me. Bradbury caught 3 against me. That just boosted him up big time. But I think when it comes down, Checkwell will win this award. Demaryius Thomas, Bolger, Anderson. Defensive player T.A. Green, always there though. I don't know what he's doing with this guy. I gotta see his numbers, his stats. Defensive rookie up, like I told you, Bolger hopped up front. It's gotta be the touchdown. 15 touchdowns. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised he retook this position. Teague, my man Teague. Between me and Teague and Looker, Gibson's not too far behind, but hopefully my guy can hold on to that. Lynch, we already talked about Lynch. He won't get caught. Bolger, I think Bolger wins this. If Bolger wins, this is a problem for the FC. If Bolger gets this award and Offensive Rookie of the Year, Could be in trouble. Could be in big trouble. Best wide out. Damaris running away with it. Offensive line is offensive line. Malik Jackson doesn't stand out to me at all in terms of numbers, but this guy, Alden Smith, he traded with both Harrows, the Colts, and he's pretty much making good on both his deals. Tomorrow Davis, Von Miller, DB, Green. I'm look at his numbers right now. So whose numbers I want to look? I want to look at his. I want to look at somebody NFC. Was it? No, was it? Bowman, Brown. Oh no, Pierre Paul. Let's look at Pierre Paul's numbers. Pierre Paul, and who's the second guy? And Green. We'll look at that. We'll start who's closer. Giants, Pierre Paul. Yep, told you. See? He's got 2 picks. I called it. Forced fumble. So there we go. It's 2 picks and 8.5 sacks. And probably what's puts him up there. And now we'll go look at the Colts. And Green, what he's got? He got 7 picks. Okay. 7 picks, 4 sacks. Alright, so he's got a balanced guy. Very nice. That's very nice. Blitzing from that free safety position, that's pretty good. I don't really do it that often, but. And what else can we cover? I think that's it. That's all I have for you guys tonight. Once again, appreciate you guys watching this second part of the show. If you stuck around for it. If you watch it later, that's cool. I think there's like 3 or 4 games going on right now as we speak. And that's all I have for you guys, man. Next show will probably be next Wednesday, more than likely. I'll have Nick on. Nick will do teams 16 to 32. I'll just cycle right quick to see what teams could be picking there. Don't forget, like these teams, these will change. These will probably change. Definitely not the Packers. Panthers. So Panthers at 18 with the Indiana pick, and he has 29. So Indiana won't be getting looked at. The Pats on the bubble at 16. That could change. Raiders don't. Rams, whatever. No. Seahawks 23 is one of those teams. Nope. Texans at no picks in the first or second. Vikings sitting at 21, so Bears probably not that far behind at 12. That could change. Bengals. Broncos at like 32. Browns at 27. I remember that. Buccaneers, we covered. Cardinals at 30. Chargers at 20. All right, so obviously all the teams that are leading the division, teams that can make the playoffs, that's what we'll discuss. The Colts, it looks like it'll be like right now, like 3 or 4 teams that don't even get mentioned in the first round because they traded their picks last season. So that should be interesting to see if Nick can find an interesting way for them to use those 2 picks. Another team with 2 picks. Buffalo. This is not bad though for a team that maybe going to Super Bowl with the Giants. They're not as high as you want it to be. Obviously, the Buffalo, they're trying to make the playoffs as well, but 25 and 31, those are really close together. You can really get 2 really good starters, or you can just pack them together and move out the first and secure a first for next year. I'll drop down to a high second, save some money, and maybe pick up a second in this draft, and then maybe a second in, maybe a third next draft. Probably not though. The first round picks are really hard to trade, lower, trade back for. You got to ask for like a 2 2s and 3 3s or something like that. Jags don't have any picks. Wow, 2 and 6 and 7. Lord have mercy. So there you have it. Good looking Nick. 24-17 Cowboys at the moment. That's it, man. Good night, guys. That is all I have to say. Peace. Welcome. Well, thank you for watching. See you Wednesday. Peace out.